Have you ever been told that you can't do something even once in your life, and instead of quitting, you try to prove them wrong? That's called reactance. The reactance theory was first proposed in 1966, and it stated that when people believe their freedom is getting eliminated or threatened, they try to restore it. And the most common way to trigger this theory is through reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is a persuasion technique when a person tries to convince an individual to act or behave in a specific way, but the outcome is expected to be exactly the opposite. This happens because we want to have as many options as we can in our lives. If a series of events or a person attempts to deprive our freedom, we try to resist and we do everything we can to get it back. For instance, this usually occurs when parents have to put restrictions for their children. We all know that parenting is hard, and we all want the best for our children, but in some cases, it backfires. And instead, they try to find ways to eat the junk food they're not allowed to, or don't clean up the room like most of us did back then. Also, this tactic is performed from coaches to athletes so they can stay motivated to continue working hard. Commonly used phrases are, "you have to train more," "this is not enough, you can do better," because they want their athletes to show them the better version of themselves for the reason that they want them to become successful and consistent. Another example of reverse psychology is in relationships between couples. The only problem is that one or both of them have already decided what they want, and they wait for their partner to say it first in order to confirm their choice because they don't want to disagree. Sometimes we also do this to trick ourselves in order to give us self-motivation when we want to achieve something difficult. A promotion we need, a relationship we want to build, and in general something that takes a huge amount of time and effort. And an alternative approach is to fill ourselves with negative energy, which for some people works like a wake-up call. Unfortunately, this technique usually has exactly the opposite effect on people with low self-esteem. When people are not entirely sure of what they have to do in order to achieve a goal, and somebody tells them that they can't do anything about it, they believe that they're actually unable to do it, and it works more like a snowball effect on them. They will probably have second thoughts for their actions, their insecurities will start growing because they think they have proved themselves right at that point, and they will most likely stop trying to make things work. And now it's time to make the most controversial question about this tactic. Is it morally correct to use reverse psychology on people we love in order to protect or encourage them? One method to wake people up is to throw water on them. If the water is too cold or too hot, there is a slight chance for that person to get a temporary or even permanent damage. But if it's warm, it might work better than an alarm clock. My point is, the more you think about this, the more you're going to realize that it's subjective. It entirely depends on whom and why this technique is used. And of course, we're talking about providing assistance to a person we want to support. If people just use reverse psychology on you to get what they want, most of the times it's considered manipulation. The truth is, the result is the same in all cases. When somebody uses the word can't, it's like our hands are tied and we desperately try to break free from the chains. The most challenging part is to realize when a person uses reverse psychology. There are several signs that indicate the application of this technique, and we can analyze them in another video, so if you want to learn more about signs of reverse psychology, let me know in the comments below. If somebody has used reverse psychology on you, why did it happen in the first place? Do you think that person wanted to control you or motivate and help you? If you found this video helpful, I apologize, but you can't share, like, and subscribe for more content. And if you want to share your own story, your own thoughts, you definitely can't post in the comment section, email me, or PM on Instagram. I was Satiris, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.